Hey everyone, I'm Ryan Medora, and I wanted to give you a blues bass lesson. This is kind of one of the things that is most near and dear to my heart. I grew up playing at blues jams and still love to do so today. So one of the things that is absolutely crucial to learn when you're starting to play blues is how to do what I call the blues bump. Now this is just a really simple pattern. It's not even a pattern really, it's more just like playing one note but playing it really, really well. But it's a great way to get introduced to the 12-bar form, to learn how to control your note duration and give it that really good shuffle feel, and how to just like get some stuff under your fingers so you can automatically start playing with people. This is also a really great thing if you are a guitar player turned bass player and you want to get a feel for what the instrument's like. If you want to start playing blues, I highly recommend starting with this pattern. Again, it'll get that shuffle feel under your fingers, and it's just a great thing to have in your arsenal. So to get started, we're going to be playing a shuffle in A. So we're going to find our A on the 5th fret of our E string. And it's really great to play a fretted A here because you're going to have a little more control over your note duration. We do have an open A string, but for the sake of playing it and really being able to control our notes, we do want to be able to have the ability to fret the note. That's super important. So I'm going to start off by just playing the pattern really simply for you. So I'm just rocking the A right now. But what you can see is that I'm being really conscious of the duration of my notes. So this particular shuffle feel is going to be influenced by having this kind of pushed eighth note groove, where it's this like shuffled eighth note where you're basically playing and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and having that kind of anticipation is really what is going to make something feel like a shuffle. It's not going to be a swing, it's not going to be straight, it's going to be a shuffle. So you want to be able to control your note duration. So I like to play 2 attacks per note, that and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and again I'm playing the A the whole time. And the way you control your notes is really going to come from your fretting hand. So you'll see that as I'm playing the notes, I'm lifting my finger up ever so slightly just to create a little space by momentarily pulling the string off the fretboard. So just that little bit of motion will give a staccato nature to your note and help you have a more authentic feel, which is super important. That's the whole point of this. So you can tell, all right, you're already grooving. If you can do this, you can control the notes. You want to try to alternate with these 2 fingers, your index finger and your middle finger. Doesn't matter which one you start with. And then you want to move the same feel, the same pattern of playing the root note to all of the chords in our 12-bar blues. So if you're not familiar with the 12-bar form, get it under your fingers. There's backing tracks galore out there. I've got stuff on my website as well. So you can play along to any particular blues shuffle with this kind of feel and get that 12-bar form under your fingers. So real quick, we'll just play our 1 chord, go to the 4, back to the 1, and we'll go to the 4, back to the 1, we'll jump up to the 5, the E, down to the 4, D, and finally back to 1. I just kind of buttoned up the end of that progression there with a little move. Just go in the octave, the 6th, the 5th, and back to the 1. So again, this is a super useful feel. One thing that you can do to add a little more spice to it is by integrating a grace note of a half-step approach note. I know those are a lot of words, but basically what you want to do is take the half step below the root. So if our root note is A, we want to hit our G sharp and kind of just gently kind of hammer on or have it serve as a grace note before getting into there. That little bit of chromatic motion, that half step approach, is going to just break up the pattern a little bit. It's going to make it feel like, okay, we're really solidifying beat 1 here by landing on the and 1, by hitting the A. So that's a really great thing you can do, especially if you give it a little bit of symmetry, where if, let's say you are playing the 1 chord for 4 bars at the top, you can say, all right, I'll play this pattern for 2 bars, and then to break it up, I'll kind of throw that in there just to give a little bit of movement and feel, and adding to the symmetry of what a 12-bar blues inherently has. So the next thing you can do is integrate that with all of the chords. So you can do that little half step motion into the 1, half step motion into the 4, back to the 1, back to the 4, back to the 1, up to the 5, do the same thing. Go in that D sharp E. You can do the same thing where you do a C sharp D, or you can just go down chromatically, playing the E flat into the D, and then go ahead and back to your A. And that is a great way to integrate the blues bump into your playing. So I hope you found this demonstration useful. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. There's lots of great stuff coming your way. And please check out my website, ryanmedora.com. I've got a free ebook on there, backing tracks, all kinds of good stuff. And happy practicing. Keep it groovy.